Hey, this is the Ag Grogcast. That Adam's here, Graham's here, Rodney's here, and we're going to play you a song now.
This is a continuation from last episode where we disappointed that guy. Now we're going to do that song so that he's not so disappointed.
Yeah, brain orgasms, right? Is that what we're doing?
I hate you. Anyway, to catch everybody up, they're making brains in petri dishes to process data. They grow eyes. They live about 100 days. They don't have any circulation or blood circulatory system.
These are called brain organoids.
Brain organoids.
Brain organoids.
Yeah, used for processing data. The fastest processors on Earth. Who'd have thunk? Do they have consciousnesses behind the data processing? No one knows.
No one knows.
So we're just going to assume that's possible.
They grow eyes.
Yeah, I mean, if you grow eyes, you can grow a soul, right?
Yeah, that's why trees don't have souls.
They got no eyes.
They got no eyes. Can you look into the eyes of a tree?
I think it's their leaves.
That's just a hole.
That's just a hole. Okay. When the first data processing chip was created in the late 70s, no one had any idea to what capacity we would reach in the lifetime of humanity. No, we don't have flying cars yet. But we are able to process data at speeds unlike any time before. And at very little cost. New research has shown that brain organoids, three-dimensional tissues that are artificially grown in labs, can mimic the structure and function of developing brain and contain different cell types, such as neurons and glia. I don't need to explain to you fine people what glia is, obviously. That are similar to those found in the human brain. But fear not, people, they're not real humans. We have been trying to mimic the human brain for centuries.
They're not real.
Don't worry about them. They don't even matter. They don't even matter at all.
They don't matter.
And that's it for the lecture. Thank you for coming, everyone. I'll see you at next class, and have a great evening. The light goes off and the sun goes down. People go to sleep in town. No one knows what's happening down at the local science lab. Rusty Peterson, and I'm the head of the local Peter Group. And this laboratory's been on my list for quite a while. And tonight's the night. Yes, the start of the fight. Just a man trying to do what's right. We're gonna release those chimpanzees tonight. So I've gathered a group useless crew. They don't matter, have anything to do with this, except be a catalyst that starts the story. On our way to the laboratory we go, one mission in mind, to free anything that we can find. Anything that's having science done on it, it's got to be released, cause it has a life, it has a mind, and some debatable soul, some kind. I can't relax until we find and release every chimpanzee tonight. Oh God, we're at the door. Oh, my heart is pounding. I have to be honest with you, this is my first time. I've never done this before. So I jimmy the door. I open it slightly. I walk in, my feet so lightly. I don't turn left, I turn rightly. And then suddenly I see a bunch of chimpanzees looking at me. A bunch of chimpanzees with chains tied to a tree. I guess they got the tree in there to give them some sense of home. But what's this? A door that wasn't on the blueprints. I open the door so slightly. I walk with my feet so lightly. And then I hear something so quietly. Well, I didn't finish and get my degree, but I'm fairly certain that no chimpanzee can speak English to me. What is this tiny voice I hear? Help me, help me. And then I realized my greatest fear. I open this jar, and what do I see? A tiny blob with one eye and a mouth talking to me. I scream, and so do the chimpanzees. What is this tiny being that I see wiggling before me? It says, I'm looking at this, I realize there's more to life. I've gotta get this little jar out tonight. So I take the little guy and I put him in my pocket. And he says, what about my friends? I said, fuck them, I don't have any more pockets. So I'm running down the hall. All those people I mentioned before, well, I left them, cause I'm not getting caught. They can deal with what it's rot. The cops are coming. I hear the sirens, but they won't get me, cause I'm quicker than a lion. That's a cheetah, yeah. I'm a cheetah, yeah. I'm a cheetah, yeah. I just cheetah, yeah. I open the door to my home, make sure that I'm safe alone. I open up my own pocket. I can't believe what's before my eye socket. It wasn't a dream, I do believe what I see, cause it's in front of me. A little tiny blob with one eye talking to me. After the story that it told, I had to believe it, cause I'm 40 years old. What do I see? What do I think? My mind must be on the brink of insanity. Cause what I see, this little meatball telling me everything. So apparently there's more of them back at the lab, and they have to process a bunch of data that they have been given by a scientist who didn't know that they exist like this. He thought that they were just brain replicas, but actually they can be anything because they're consciousness and they are beings. The world must know. So the deeper and deeper the story goes, the little blob told me everything I know. And he said, yo,
I don't mean to be annoying, but I'm a brain organoid. It's something that we were made, given data so we can employ everything that we learn and give it back to the scientists who earn all the respect and all the congratulations with no more of that.
we need regulations for brain organoids. They're living creatures with feelings and very complicated thoughts on the world. But who will believe me? Who can take this news that makes me quake to my knees? This could mean so many things, like trees can see. They don't have eyes, but that doesn't mean that they don't have souls. No. So after I thought about it more and more, I decided there wasn't a single soul in the world who would believe me. So I must keep Meatball, yes, that's what I call him, Meatball. I must keep him a secret and take care of him on my own. Like Geppetto to Pinocchio. I'm pretty sure that old man didn't tell the world the day the puppet started talking on its own. So now I must know. I gotta keep this secret in my own. And as the days go by, they turned into weeks and then into months and then into years. He was just a mouth and an eye. Until one night, I could hear him whispering at the windowsill.
I wish I was a real bird.
Which is inevitably what everything wants to end up being, a real boy, right? Well, it just so happened that evening, as Meatball made that wish below the stars, there was a magical evil cricket listening. And it hopped out from the bushes.
Boing, ka-boing, ka-boing, ka-boing.
The sound effects are for the kids. And he said, hello. You little tiny meatball. I know you're so much more than a little tiny meatball. And I know that because I have an eye for things like this. And I can grant your wish. You just gotta do something for me. All that data you've been storing and processing. You see, I'm an evil fucking cricket, and I want to take over the world. And I can only do that with the data on every boy and girl. I need their dreams, their wishes. I need to know what they dismiss. I need to know what they love and what they simply can't resist. I'm gonna win all the children on my side. They'll be my army, and they'll fight their parents and their uncles and aunts, and they'll all fight for me. He said yes, cricket. And as Meatball began to grow, arms and feet, and on and so, upon his head, a golden mane that would stay the same shape every single decade. And you know who of I speak, because he's running for president in the 2024 election. It's Donald Trump. That's where he came from. He was a brain organoid the whole time. And then we voted for him. And he ruined the country because of an evil cricket. Grant his wish. Gave him a beautiful wife that he still cheated on. What a terrible thing. Yeah, I lost that story long ago. I'm sorry to the guy who waited. It sounded cool. You guys were jazzy.
Well, that was a huge disappointment. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, 2024.